What is up, guys? Wraith here, Graybearded Gaming Society, and we are still pretty much in the same little area that we were at. What I can say, like this week, it's going to be a pretty short one, guys. It's been a very, very slow week. We didn't have quite as much time to play this week as we were hoping for, and then at the same time, when we did have times to play, we weren't able to get any real good groups going. We've mostly just been able to sit here and kind of pick off some of these blues, which is what we had been doing. So rather than making just a whole nother video showing me blowing up random blue stuff, we'll just kind of do, I think we'll just kind of do like a kind of an updatey video, I think. Not necessarily an update on the character as much as just kind of somewhat on the channel. Just kind of see, like, one of the highlights of this week was we actually got to hang out with Perry Lovewhistle on his live stream on Friday night, and that was a lot of fun. We were watching him play his ranger and had some of his buddies roll over and killing giants and everything out in, what was it? I was about to say the Eastern Waste, but it was actually an ice clad. Well, that was fun. We got to talk back and forth some there. We actually met a new, at least new to me, YouTuber that also does some EverQuest content. So if you get the chance, jump over and check out Mighty Don Mega. He's got some pretty cool videos over there. And again, he's part of, a smaller, channels about EverQuest and stuff to got to keep it going. I'll drop links and everything for all the stuff down below for that kind of stuff. But like I said, it's been a pretty slow week. We have not been able to get really a good group going. We got our level. We haven't moved a whole lot. We tried to sit out a couple of days ago and just sit LFG for a little while just to kind of mix it up, but it's still been really, really slow right now. And again, we were even talking in the channel when we were in Perry Lovewhistle's live stream of the day, and some of those guys, it's just like this level range right now seems to be really, really slow. Anybody who's big enough is, over in Velius, of course, trying to get that stuff knocked out, which is one of the, I guess, interesting ones, because one of the conversations that came up in that piece that I totally agree with was, like, Velius was, I never felt Velius was as good experience as, say, Vanilla or Kunark in terms of, per kill and the zone modifiers and all that kind of stuff, but it gave you a lot to do. So it's really, once you get to a certain level, it's really, really great for you, because, I mean, there was a lot of quests, there's a lot of faction work that can be done, there's a lot of high-end stuff. I mean, if you want to go after the armor stuff, the ring quest, the shawl quest, all the trade skill stuff, that's really more for kind of higher level players, really, or super twinks. If you've got somebody bankrolling, the experience, that's one thing. But for low-level players, there's really not anything there. And even some of the experience areas are not as good until you get to a certain point as some of the stuff that you'll find, like in Kunark and things like that. So it will be, unfortunately, quite a while before we get over there, at least in the challenge. I did go over there with my non-challenge toon, and even then, some of the places that you would expect to be, like, experience kind of moving zones a little bit are mostly empty. Again, most people, they're working on the faction, they're working on the armor. Velius didn't have like a level increase as much as it was just a content increase. So it's an interesting, expansion in that way, but we're going to kind of suffer for it a little bit, unfortunately. Let's see, I can hear stuff walking by, and we got some mana, so while we're here, let's see if we can blow up a couple things. He's a lion, but he's only green. Got to be something. Actually, we might blow him up just so we can get ourselves some silks. Come on out. But yeah, like I said, it's been kind of a slow week, which is not the end of the world. One of the things that I did, want to put out to the channel, I am not really good. I need to figure out how to use my YouTube tool kit a little bit better. Come on, spider silk. Of course not. But one of the things I was actually curious about, like I said, I mentioned it before, was, oh, no, that's not good. Run from the griffin. Run from the griffin. Hopefully he stays well out there. Tell you what, we'll be a good EverQuest citizen. There's a griffin over by the inn. Be wary. Okie dokie. But yeah, like I was saying, one of the things I was curious about, because I think kind of everybody's seen it. I play EverQuest on a lot of different facets. I don't typically show any of my live content. I know that for a lot of folks, live it's a distinctly different game, which is fine. I absolutely agree with, and in the way that it's played these days is a lot different. So, but of course we were doing the TLPs. We went, ooh, that's a blue lion. Half mana. Don't want to get too brave out in the middle of nowhere and not be able to do anything about it. Still no belt. Okay, don't be. But anyway, sorry, I get so easily distracted. But like I said, one of the things I was saying is we do play several other games. And then we break out with like the TLPs when they're live. And even with the TLP, right? Like one of my favorite things with the TLP servers is when they first launch and you get to go out there and you get that mad dash race. I always tend to kind of fall off on them. As soon as it turns into a game of keep up, I tend to fall off. And I'll still jump over here and there and play the necro, especially and get, when I can get a good group and show like random loots dropping. But the initial race portion is kind of over, right? When it turns into just a game of keep up and the content just drops, and then, if that's not the only game you're playing, it becomes complicated. But we are also playing. We played in the beta for the New World game. That one was pretty fun, and things like that. And we do play a handful of other titles, whether they're old or whether they're new. So I guess my question to my little community here, would you guys be interested in seeing any of that content here on the channel? Or should I just stick to doing my EverQuest stuff? So I'd kind of like to know, see what you guys think. Like I said, we're going to keep this one short this week. Like I said, most of the footage I have of me just trying to blow some stuff up this week is pretty much what you've been seeing here. So rather than just having another quick stream of going kablow and kaboom everywhere, I think we'll just call it a short one. But like I said, guys, let me know what you think about stretching out the content maybe into some other games that I'm playing. I don't see me moving into live streaming anytime soon. I'm just not sure. Not sure how I would do with that. I think that takes a lot more practice, I think, than being able to edit myself afterwards. But we shall see. But also, like I said earlier, don't forget to check out Mighty Don Mega's channel. And he's got some pretty fun videos over there. As always, take a peek over at Perry. Like I said, he does live streams here and there, and he tends to let you know when they're coming up. And you can kind of see how the Ranger life is over there in the level 40s over in Iceclad Valleys. But until next time, guys, as always, if you like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe subscribe down below. We do love to hear from everybody. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay distant. Let me know what you think about other content. And in the meantime, stay in EverQuest. We'll catch you guys later. Night, guys.